Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Nuala Black and of course this is Foxy at 50. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today I am creating tousled and textured beachy waves which can be done on long or short hair. It's very modern, very now, and particularly a great look for women over 50. You have to bear in mind that it is a modern hairstyle that will make us look much more youthful. Don't make the mistake of thinking that we need to style our hair the way a 50-year-old is supposed to style her hair, or the way we've been told to style her hair, or that if when you get 50 you have to go and chop all your hair off. I mean, short hair is great, but have short hair because you want short hair, not because somebody told you that you have to because you've turned 50. So also what is very aging is if we keep diving back to our prime when we looked amazing, but that is very aging because it's going to be old-fashioned now. So don't think that the modern new hairstyles are just for the 20-somethings. Is more important for us. 20-somethings can have their hair any way they like and they'll still look 20-something. But if we go too structured or too aging, or having hairstyles that are from 20 years ago in our youth, thinking that that will still make us look young, that's the biggest mistake. You sort of got to go with the times, but you can still keep it classic. You don't have to have it exactly the way the 20-somethings do. So today I'm doing this tousled beach look. And so when I tong the hair, I'm going to be leaving little sections out because that gives it a much more modern look. If you're not keen on that, then do check out my other video on tonging hair, because it does the whole section, but it's still unstructured, it's still very glamorous, it's still very modern, it's still very now. So I'm just going to start off by sectioning the hair. That makes life an awful lot easier. And if you want any tips on blow drying, then do check out my videos on blow drying, even tinting at home while we're in lockdown. And even if we're not in lockdown, it's very helpful, useful to be able to do these things for ourselves. So just putting a couple of sections back, that'll do. And I'm just going to be using my tongs and a bit of hairspray. You can use straighteners as well, they work really well as well, but I'm just going to be using tongs. So I'm just going to now divide that section, get my hairspray. You can make thinner sections, but I kind of like mine to be quite thick. Maybe I'll put a little bit back there. And then just take your tongs, don't go all the way up. I'm using quite a wide barrel tong, but again, any size will suit. And just leave out that end piece. Don't want it to go for too long. The hairspray should keep it from falling out, of course. Once you get used to it, you can do it really quickly. Leaving out that end. Little piece at the back. Just pull it round so you can see it. And there's the piece left out again. Other side. comb, hairspray. And I'm going out the ways with the tongs, of course, if I didn't mention that. Once you've done it a few times, you can decide how much you want the ends to stay out. Divide that one into two as well, get that out of the way. And just the last strand here. Okay, so just leave that. Now on to the next section. I'm going to cut that in half, put that back up again. Don't try to do it without sectioning off your hair. You get into such a mess. So I'm just going to divide that as well. And off we go again. Nearly there. Just tackle this last section. And I think it might be nice to have the front part maybe a little bit thinner than the rest, the sections, that is. And there we have it. So you can play around with it as much as you want to. I'm just looking in the mirror while still trying to focus on the camera. Or you can just, I usually just, you know, if I'm going to have this look, I just leave it like that, just give it a bit of spray. But if you wanted a little bit more tussled, but be very careful about putting your fingers through it, because if you've got hair like mine, then that can just make it go frizzy. And I mean, they will stay, certainly, particularly if you've used the hairspray. But even if they start to drop out, they'll drop out in such a way as it still looks that lovely. It still has that lovely tussled look, so so it's not a problem. But just, you know, very little with the hair, with the hands, and I can put a little bit of hairspray on the fringe there. I don't usually tongue the fringe unless it's looking particularly flat, because, you know, if the fringe goes all curly, then that could be a big mistake. So that's it, just beachy waves, and it's just a question of really keeping the ends out and just letting it have that sort of natural look. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any comments or questions, as always, just put them in the box and I will definitely get back to you. As I mentioned at the beginning, I do have other videos on this channel: how to blow dry your hair, how to do a professional root tint, and other ways of tonguing your hair if you're not as keen on this way. So do check those out. And until the next time, I'm Nuala Black. This is Foxy at 50. Stay safe, happy, healthy and well. Bye bye.